weather's fantastic. I really like where I live. I live in Ivory Tower, and it's really well located, and there's all kinds of places where I can go and get whatever I need done. It was a much easier transition than I anticipated, and it's really exciting because there's always stuff going on, and I'm right in the middle of everything.
I think the classes are structured great. I think they're structured in a way that you just come into the program without knowing about Washington DC, but once you get out of the program, you're pretty much ahead of your peers in terms of local knowledge, expertise, the network that you gain in Washington DC.
I mean, when I first came in this program, I think this program was the reason why I said, yeah, politics is going to be what I do for the rest of my life. I really enjoyed the lessons I learned. I enjoyed the people I met. I really enjoyed the practicum, which is why I'm glad I'm teaching it. It's actually what kind of gave me the framework of what it takes to run a campaign, and then I found that framework to be very truthful when I went to run my first campaign.
Well, it's interesting. They come in a little bit wide-eyed to Washington, and by the time we get into the semester, they really start to warm up to the whole idea of campaign and strategy and tactics, and by the end, they are ferocious competitors when it comes to wanting to win their campaign in the semester in Washington.
Yeah, the classes have been a completely new line of, studying for me. I come from a real estate development background, so studying political science and political management is new and exciting for me, and I'm getting a lot out of it.
The different classes that I've had the opportunity to meet with a whole bunch of very, very intelligent and impressive speakers who work on Capitol Hill or have experience with people like Hillary Clinton.
I've been studying political science for practically my whole life, and I feel like the only way to really get a true understanding of what's going on, after taking all these political science courses, is to really immerse yourself into Washington, D.C. And I think this program does a great job of that, from our classes to our networking events and the speakers and our internships. It's all just like a really inside look at what goes on in these textbooks that we've been studying for so long. So it gives you great access and great networking, and it's really an unparalleled first-hand experience.
The kids, the students who are in the program are so engaged, excited about Washington, D.C., really love the opportunity to hear from folks who are really in the field, doing the work, and want to know more than just how a bill becomes a law. They want to hear more of the substance about all the other different jobs. And I think where I add a lot of value to the program is talking from the public affairs / communications perspective.
I am in Congressman Rodriguez's office.
And how is that going?
It's good. He's actually my home congressman, so I get to learn a lot about the issues that are affecting my home district. And then, as the semester's gone on, my responsibilities have increased, so it's been a very enjoyable experience.
And how is it going to help your future, or how is it applicable to your major?
Well, it definitely applies to my immediate future because my boss has asked me to stay for the summer, so I have extended my stay here in Washington, D.C. until the end of June, and I'll be working full-time and paid, and it's really given me a good perspective of what it's like to work in the government that I wouldn't have had in Los Angeles, so I can definitely take that back to USC and expand and advance my career because of it.
We're about to meet Senator Shaheen, which is really cool because just yesterday I was at the White House and now I'm at the Senate.
Oh, we are at ABC News and we saw their political director.
What'd you think of it?
It was very interesting, very a new perspective about the media that we hadn't heard before, and it was interesting hearing from somebody so involved in politics here. So.
USC education is great, gives us great foundation, but there's only so much you can learn from the books. Coming to Washington, D.C. under the semester in Washington program really gives you the edge over your peers because you're really involved. You're going onto the Hill, meeting people, meeting practitioners, professionals who are in the trade for decades. And you're meeting classmates, you're meeting friends who are truly passionate about this program. And the curriculum is challenging enough so that you get to know, and it fully prepares you for a future career and interest in this field.